3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, so I just want to make this, I want to make like a lighter version. A lot of my sculpts are very dark, and I feel like this should be very bright and light and lively. So I want to just sort of alter the lights and things like that. But I figured I'd bring you along to show how I do it. So I think the first thing I want to do is get rid of the wooden base, which is nice, but I don't think I need it. And of course, I've already saved it as, I hit save as and saved it as something new, so I won't ruin the original one that I made. So I'm going to turn post-process off so we can have a little more maneuverability without the iPad slowing down. So maybe we'll just put in a plane for the floor. We could also use a backdrop. So if you want to use a plane, just go here and add a plane, and you can make it big like that. I might just add in a background, add to scene, and I've had some backgrounds I've been working on. Just simple backdrops that are low in size. I can probably make this a little smaller. Okay, it looks like it's resting on the, it's a little bit above the floor. So I'll just bring the backdrop up a smidge. Okay, so now I want to get rid of these lights. Ooh, that was actually really nice. With the purple and yellow and green. That looks pretty nice. And we'll just turn the environment up for now. So let's figure out a good backdrop. And actually I changed my mind. I think I want to use a plane so we can have, well, actually I can still have the color difference with the backdrop. Let's figure out a nice color. So maybe we'll do maybe a nice yellow. I think that'll be good. I'll turn the matteness up. So we'll just do a nice yellow like this. I think that's nice. And then maybe we can even, so we'll add a layer and just do back color. Let's see how this looks if we add a different color to the back. I'll go ahead and hit orthographic. And I will do select mask and a rectangle. And I'll just grab the part that I want to be a different color. And then I'll invert it. So now everything else is hidden and safe. And maybe we'll just do maybe more of an orange back there. Then we can go back to the mask and just clear it. So maybe we'll try this for now. And we can take our smooth brush and lower the intensity all the way. You can also tap it and clone it. That way you have a separate one. This is just a smooth brush, but it's always down. That way I can just go back and forth. I'm just going to smooth this out a bit. And I'm on this layer, so it's really only smoothing out the orange. But I can take erase. Where's my paintbrush? I can take erase and just lower the opacity of the erase if I want it to be a little bit smoother. And I can just slowly, slightly erase away the orange. You know, something like that. But let's see how this works for now. Okay, so we have our one light at 200% here, and I'm going to rename this W1. I'll just rename it 1. 1. So then we're going to add another light, and we're going to just rename this one 2. So this is also going to be a world light. So this is our key light. It's coming in. This is kind of our main light source. This one is 100%, so it's going to be a little bit less bright. But I think I just want to sort of lighten up the whole scene. So I want to sort of point it down, I think. I think I want to point it down. What's the best place? Oh yeah, I think something like this might be okay. So it's sort of pointing down, but we're still lighting up a bit of this here. I might even lighten this side up a little bit more. I might take 1 and even make it a little bit more intense. It's maybe 2, 2.5. So now I'd also like to add a light, but this will be a spotlight. I sort of want to have a nice edge over here and on the sides of these, a nice light white edge. So we'll add and this will be spot, or we'll just name this one edge. We'll change this to a spotlight. I'm going to move it off to the side. So I'll kind of move it into position, and then I'll turn the light around. It's almost perfect. I just want to see those white lines on the sticks. That's kind of what I want. I want the white lines on the sticks, and just make sure that it's low enough that it sort of kisses the floor, maybe gets a little bit of the bottom of the bowl as well. So that's kind of what I want. And then we can bring this light down a little bit. First, let me just rotate it so I can easily move it with the green ring left and right. That's kind of nice too. Now I have it hitting that back little cookie or potato, whatever it is. It's nice to have it back there as well. So that's my edge light. So just so you can see where it is, what in the world? In space, this is where this light is. And I always do the back edge. Same thing if it was coming from this way. That's what I use to make that nice rim light. Okay, so I think this is looking pretty good. I might want to bring the intensity of the spotlight down a little bit. I don't think it needs to be so overly bright. So maybe we'll bring it down to there. We can move it back a little bit. So maybe something like that. Just move it so it's facing a little bit more, you know. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So we do have another light, but we might not need it. Let's check post-process. I think it looks really, really good. Yeah, I think it looks really good. We can bring up this ambient occlusion. So we'll bring that up, Bring the size up a little bit. And this looks like it's a little bit too bright. So let's take the edge and just lower it a little bit. We don't want it to be too bright. And let me see if the noodles are subsurface. I think that will do them well to be subsurface. Let's do these as subsurface as well. You know, I love me some subsurface. Make them a little more dense. And even the eggs, it really changes all these dark shadows. It really gets rid of those, and that's one thing I really, really love. It just makes them way more realistic looking because you don't have such dark shadows. I'm going to change this to white because I don't want that orange coming through at all with the eggs. Now with this yellow, I'm going to do the same thing. Get subsurface, make them more dense so you get a little bit more of the detail. And I don't know about these. Are these the stars? I think these are the stars. Yep. I'm not certain on these, but let's try it out. So we'll do subsurface, but we'll bring the depth down. I want to see how well I can still see the design on the stars. I can still see them pretty well. And let's try it out with the scallions. Okay, so I can just make them more dense by bringing this number down. And it's great. It really gets rid of all those like really dark shadows that I think take away from I think they take away from the scene. You know, a very light scene. The bowl I think should remain how it is. The backdrop can probably also be subsurface. And the sticks, I think the sticks should just stay how they are. Yeah, I think they should probably stay how they are. Maybe we make a design on the sticks. Might be nice. But I love the way this looks. So let's just adjust some of the lights. So this light is very bright. How does this look without? It makes it very dark. I just wanted everything to be a little bit brighter. I think that's what I am looking for. So let's turn on the environment. I want everything to be brighter, I just don't want everything to be blown out. And see, with the environment, things kind of get blown out a bit. Okay, I'm going to turn all the shadows. So the edge, I'm going to tap on it and turn the shadow to soft. And also number two, I'm going to do the same thing. Because lately I've been turning them all soft except for the key light, sort of the main light. Okay. That looks pretty good, actually. I just think we still could use some more shadows. There might be an ambient occlusion thing. Let me raise this up a bit. Depth of field, let's check out bloom, see how it looks without the bloom. So I'm just trying different things to see how they're affecting the mesh, because sometimes things can sort of work together and not be exactly how I want it to look. It's pretty good. I just want some more. I wish I had some more things in the scene, you know? Let's try some other colors for the backdrop. That looks nice. Pink looks kind of nice. So it's either pink or orange. I kind of like orange. Let's turn this light down a little bit. Oh, that's interesting. No ambient occlusion, ambient occlusion. It actually looks nice without it. But I think this is actually quite nice. I'm starting to like this a lot better. So I think I might want to add some orange, maybe to one of these lights. And actually we have another light, so let's try. Let's name this one 4. It'd be nice to have some different colors behind it. So like some more light changes. So maybe we'll do a spotlight. I like this view, so I'm going to save this view. I'll save it as 4. That way I can come back to it easily. I'll turn the light icons on so I can see them. We'll go to 4, gizmo. This way I can bring this up. And I just want to lay some light down behind it. I do wish it had a way that I could lock it in certain positions. Lock the light in certain positions. Okay, so maybe we'll make this a little smaller. We want to make it softer. I don't remember which one it is that makes it softer. So that's softer. Let's take a look at our view and just see how it looks. Okay, it's a little off. Let's do the cone angle wide and the intensity down. So maybe I just want the eggs to catch a little bit of the light. It might be kind of nice. So the eggs catch a little bit of it. I can't get the light again. All right, let's see how our view looks. I think that's pretty nice. Get that nice orange behind it. And it's a little bright, but I know it when I export it, it won't be as bright. I just want to double check if I turn this back to opaque. That might be better. It gives me a little more of a shadow underneath here. I think that looks pretty good. So maybe that'll be it. The last thing that I want to try out is to add another layer on the backdrop and just make a shadow myself, because I just don't like how the shadow is under here. It's a little, I could adjust that, I think, with nothing really gives me that contact shadow that I feel like it should have. So I'm going to use the backdrop and so grab this color and then just make it much darker. And then just paint. I don't need symmetry. Actually, maybe we can use symmetry. I don't really see, oh, I'm on erase. That makes sense. Let's turn it off post-process for a moment. It doesn't look like it's doing anything. Very confused. I know why. The backdrop is actually too small. I would have to subdivide it. If I subdivide it, it'll probably show up. Yeah. So let's cycle back. Yeah, I can't think of how to get another mirror, another shadow under there. Oh, let's try dynamic topology. That could possibly work. No, nothing. Yeah. Okay, so I think I just made the background a little bit too small. The size is too small, so it's not really taking any color. If I remeshed it at 200, there we go. So how big is it now? Backdrop's 97.2K. That's huge. So let's see if we can cheat. Let's color it in what I wanted to do. And let's use our smooth with no intensity to smooth it out. Let's decimate it to half. And let's smooth it out. So at least it has a little bit more of a shadow. It's not exactly what I wanted. It's not exactly perfect, but it has a little bit more of a shadow. So I think that's better. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. I think it looks pretty cute. Did I add in that other light? Oh, I did for the background. I'd like to just do a check and see what everything looks like with the lights. Maybe this edge light, I can sort of match the color a little bit more. Make it a little more orange. Okay. Even with things like this, I like doing little details. Like, for example, I'll take this color. It's got to be a different color than that. Is this really that color? I guess so. So if I make this a lot darker and I paint in the bottom, oops, let me take it off of symmetry. And then smooth it. Smooth brush with 0 intensity. It just gives that nice shadow. Kind of going into the ramen. I love doing it's almost like adding your own ambient occlusion type thing. So I wind up doing that a lot. Even on some of these, I could go around the edge. Like, let's say I take the color of the ramen. And I make it darker, even though that looks kind of good. Maybe I should change the natural color first to work well with this light. I think that actually might look better. But anyway, let's make it darker. So if there's a darker version, and then I'll add a layer. And then I'll paint. Do we save this view? Let's save this. I just paint around those edges, because you know the edges will be a bit darker. You can even paint where, you know, it kind of, where the noodles sort of cross each other is another good place to paint. And then I'll just take that same smooth brush and just smooth it out so it's not so much of a hard line where you can see the paint. Maybe we'll paint a little bit under here, make it a little bit darker even. Just sort of gives it that nice, like, shadows that sometimes I don't find that I can get naturally, but I want them. And I think that's what comes with just doing a lot of artwork and drawing, you know, not freehand, but digitally and from reference and things like that. You sort of pick up a lot of these fun little aspects of it that I think are fun, at least. I would like to add, maybe we'll take, let's turn this off, post-process off. I'd like to grab this red and maybe color these. Let's see if I can put, no. Oh, I thought I would be able to do the reverse, but I guess I can't. Okay. So something like that, and then we'll just go ahead and reverse it, or invert it. Okay, can I clear the mask? Oh, maybe I have to be on this. Clear it. I think I want to add another color in the middle, maybe, perhaps. Let's see how this looks. Now I keep going on to the backdrop. It's really annoying. What about white? How will that look? I guess that looks a little weird. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe we make these a little darker first off. So we'll make them a little darker. And I think I like just maybe the red. Or even like a pink. Okay, let's invert this. Let's see how this looks. I kind of like that. It's a bit strange, but I like it. But what happened to the color of the... Let's invert this again. I feel like the color of the chopsticks went to lighter again. There we go. I think I'm happy with that. Okay, I think I'm satisfied. It'd be nice if these were a little more perfect, but I think they're good enough for what I need at the moment. Add some little bit of shadow down here, maybe. Just add a little depth. Okay, do I have some? Oh, I don't have post-process on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm very happy with it. I think I can actually legit call it quits. So let's go ahead and export this. This will be my... I will make this the thumbnail. Because I think I like it the best. I like it better than the other one. But that's one thing that's been important to me, is not only doing dark and very moody, but also doing just very light, you know, and minimal amounts of like black and very dark. Because I think that I just think this is beautiful. So we'll save it. There's one thing I want to check. I noticed that it's very dark here. I'm not getting a lot of like that orange bounce. Oh no, this is all the way up. This is all the way up. If I turn ambient occlusion down, looks better with it up. curvature bias all the way up. Maybe this up. That gets rid of some, so you know what, I'll save this and I'll just compare it. But I think essentially I'm done, so I'll just call it. So that's the ramen, folks. Keep drawing, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video. Man, this is slow. Oh my god, my crunching. I forgot. I'm still recording. I guess they both look good. All right.